Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today is a special plant update video because I have a demonstration to show you guys because I keep getting asked how I do my watering for my orchid since it's in semi-water culture. I'm going to do this demonstration at the very end of this video so you don't want to miss that. So we're going to get started as usual with my Christmas cactuses and my aloe plant. So let's move over here, right there. So here are my Christmas cactuses and my aloe plant. These are the little trays I got at Ace for under $10. So if you have a plant that has to have holes in the bottom like these do, definitely get one of these from your hardware store. I got mine from Ace, so there's that. So here is my Christmas cactus. That was on sale for like $4. And it hasn't given me any new buds yet, but I see that there are some that are going to bud soon. It's just Florida is bipolar right now because it's 75 degrees in mid-January. So there's that. What I do every day is I check this soil right here to see if I need to put water on it, and I don't. Let's check the back ones. The back ones feel like they need water. And this is my aloe plant, who has been growing quite well. It was just in regular dirt, outside dirt. I didn't have any planting soil, so I just put the dirt that it was in from outside and just put it in this pot. And I put holes in the bottom. It's supposed to have holes in the bottom, which is why it has that tray. And I'm just checking to see if it's growing a new leaf. This is the newest leaf it's been growing, which is really awesome. This was like this when I got it, so I'm not going to do anything with that. But now that's inside, I expect it to grow quite well. And it has been. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly. It doesn't feel like it needs to be watered. And then we have this Christmas cactus down here. I had two other ones on the third shelf, but they were getting mold and they weren't growing. So I decided to get rid of them. And these guys look really good. It just feels like they need more water, which is good. And these guys, this one, oh my god, these leaves are growing. The leaves are growing on this one. I got two leaves right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I got two leaves right here. And they are steadily growing. I was worried about this one because it looks like it's dying at the end here. So I just cut this part off and just planted it somewhere else. I did plant the two leaves for my newest Christmas cactus in here because they weren't being very careful with it. I'm also going to check it needs water too. So here is the way I get my orchids, my Christmas cactus leaves to grow roots. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the sink and I'm going to dump the water out of it. And we'll see if any have started growing roots. And if they have, I will plant them in there somewhere. And we'll see what we got. Let's go see what we got, Bill. Alright. So what I did is I just put these guys in regular water. I didn't use my distilled water. So let's see what we got. Here's the first one. The first one is starting to grow some roots. So he needs a little more time because it needs to be a little bit longer root for me to put it in the soil. Next, we got this guy right here. I'm sorry, I'm still a little sick, but not as bad as I was. So we got that guy right there, growing roots, but it needs to stay in the water just a little bit longer. And then we got this guy who is also starting to grow roots, which is really cool. I would definitely suggest you do this for your Christmas cactus leaves. Yeah, you might lose some, but if you would have planted them, they probably would have died anyway. That's my experiment my experience with it. I can't talk. I don't know why. But you just put it in water. You just fill the water enough to where it covers the leaves. That's all you really need. Just enough to cover the leaves. So that's how much I put in. So it's just enough to cover the leaves. And you do want a little extra because it will suck in the water quite a lot, was what I found with it. And so now we're going to move to my fowl, my only fowl at this point. This guy, I love him so much. This guy has this root right here, and he has that root right there. I'm just checking the leaves. And in between the leaves to see if it's growing any flower spikes or leaves. These would come up on the top, obviously. But the flower spikes will actually come in between the leaves. So if you ever want to know what is a root, what is a flower spike, the flower spikes will grow from in between the leaves, and the roots will come right through the leaves. So that is the way you tell if you have a flower spike or a root. It's always a fun fact to know. And today, for my demonstration, like I promised you guys, actually, I'm going to show you how I do my fertilizing. So here is my measuring cup. This is all I use, basically. So I'm not going to do this for my orchid. I'm just going to do it for my Christmas cactuses and my aloe plant. So I'm just going to fill this up with some water. Alright. So I got some water here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my fertilizer, which I use Miracle Grow fertilizer. And you're supposed to use a spoonful for every gallon, which if you use a gallon, you don't need to calculate the measurements like I do. And I need to find my spoon. My spoon is around there somewhere. Oh well. So what I do is I put 1/8 of a tablespoon into the fertilizer and then mix that in with the water. I just need to find my spoon. I don't know where on earth it went off to. I know I had it beside my fertilizer, but my mother might have moved it. Huh. Nope, that's not it. Alright, so I will just use this one. Until I find the measuring spoon, because I have no idea where it is. So I use 1/8 tablespoon. So not that much. And then I just put it in the water like that. And then what I do is in the water, and then I just mix it. And then I just pour it into the Christmas cactuses and orchids. I mentioned that item. I usually do that, but I forgot. Stuff happens. Okay, so now we're over here by the Christmas cactuses. I'm just going to put a little in this one because it's not completely dry. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a little in that. And then I'm going to move over here so I can see better and go over this guy. And we're going to put some in there. And I'm going to put some in here. And then we're going to put some in the aloe. And what I'll do is I will fill this up with water again, put some more fertilizer, and fertilize these two out here, and fertilize my potato plants outside. My potato plants have no updates on them. They're still growing, so there's really no updates I can do on those guys. And now I'm going to show you guys how I do my watering level for my orchid. So I'm going to try to move this by the desk. Alright. So let's see if you guys can see from here. Okay. So what I do is I take the orchid out of the cup. This is the cup it's in right now because it doesn't have much roots. But once it has bigger roots, it's going to go in this guy. So I have that guy staying by. So what I do is I take my distilled water and I just put a little bit in, like that. And then I just keep putting your orchid back in and see if it's enough. So if you have longer roots than I do, your roots are supposed to be in 1/3 of water. So I just put this guy in and I go, needs a little more. So I take it out and I just put, that's what I keep doing. I just put a little in until it's at the level where I need it to be. The farthest I go is right up to this flower spike right there. That's the farthest I go. I don't go any further than that. And that's perfect. So as you can see, I'm going to try to get a close-up. That's how it looks like when it's done. Obviously, this guy's not going to be in water because he's so high up. But for me, the best way is to not have it go above the flower spike. That's what's worked for me. And I have humidifier going on all the time. So that helps too, especially in Florida. So that's how I do my watering every weekend. I do semi-water culture, which it's in the water 2 days out of the week, which I make the weekend because it's just easier for me to remember. So I go, it's Saturday, gotta put it in water. It's Monday, gotta take it out. That's easy for me to remember. You can do it every 2 days you want it, but for me, the weekend's just easiest for me to remember. So that is going to be it. I'm going to take that guy out of water, obviously, because it's Tuesday. But I recorded this video on Monday. I just wanted to show you guys how I do the watering level for him. And that's how I do it. I just put a little water in, put it up to where I want it, put the orchid in the cup, and I see if it's up to the level where I want it. And if not, I take the orchid up, put a little bit more in. I just keep doing that until it's the level I want. I usually get it right with the first couple of tries I do it. So that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more. And I will see you guys tomorrow with a crossword pattern.